Hello, everyone. My name is Jossy, your real estate success partner. I am the CEO and lead consultant at Quiliana Homes. So, today I'll be sharing 3 tips on life threatening situations you need to avoid. The first one is when you buy, or before I go ahead, let me explain what I mean by life threatening situations. This is a situation where you find yourself that probably something has happened and then there's a shock. You end up in the hospital, and for some people, unfortunately, they don't even come out of the situation alive. So, and these are the things you need to look out for when you want to buy property, when you want to buy land, especially in Lagos. Now, the first one I'll be talking about is when you buy a property, when you buy land that is already committed. That's a very serious one. You buy land, you go ahead, maybe you even start building on the land, or somewhere down the line, you would already have it in mind that you have added a particular property to your real estate portfolio, only for the government to come sometime later and take the property. If it is a committed land, there's absolutely nothing you can do, and you're not going to get any compensation for the land you have bought. So that's the first one. That's the first life threatening situation you ought to avoid. The second one is this is a bit funny, when you buy property from Omunile, and then you discover that that same Omunile or the same family have sold that same land to a lot of people. I can tell you this is not a situation you want to find yourself, because I mean, you just imagine where you buy property and then you find out that you have like 20 people also contending for that particular land. It's not something you want to really go through. The stress involved and the aftermath is not a funny situation. And so the third tip, you need to know to avoid certain situations, to avoid life threatening situation, is when you go ahead to take a loan to buy a property. Real estate investment is always very profitable. And then you go ahead with that in mind. You go ahead and you take a loan to buy a property, only for you to find out later that that property is under litigation. What do you think the situation will be? At the end of the day, you don't even have a case, because there's already a litigation on that land. You had no business buying that property, whether it's land or house. At the end of the day, it will be taken from you. What do you think the situation will be? So these are the 3 tips, on how to avoid life-threatening situation. I'll be coming your way again, where I will now be giving you solutions, things you need to do to avoid finding yourself in this life-threatening situation, because it is indeed life-threatening. I'm sure you must have experienced it, you might have experienced it, or one or two people, who have gone through this situation. It's not a palatable thing.